And what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the 41st episode of the Hot Takes podcast. Kind of an emergency pod tonight. We weren't really going to talk about this, but so many amazing things have come out from this DC Fandome that happened yesterday, this past Saturday, that we just had to talk about all of it. So without further ado, I am here with my co-host Luke Gans.
Howdy.
And I'm also here with my cameraman, as always, Joe Critelli, as well. Thank you both for being here.
Of course.
And let's just get right into it.
Let's kick right into it,
Let's kick right into it. We're going to talk about mostly everything except for the CW shows because, frankly, I could give a shit about the CW shows anymore.
What even got... Like, what is the CW? Like, what did they announce?
They showed stuff for The Flash, the new show they're doing, Superman and Lois, Legends of Tomorrow, Black Lightning, and I think there's one other CW show. Oh, Supergirl. But otherwise, that's it.
Great.
Like,
that's
yeah, exactly. So we don't even have to get into that. But what we'll first get into is the video games, and then we'll move on to the movie stuff.
Let's do it, man. Kick it right off.
Yeah, so the video game stuff, first game I want to talk about is Gotham Knights.
Yeah.
Did you watch the trailer for that?
I did watch the trailer, yeah.
You did. What are your first impressions
Pretty wild.
of it? Okay.
So, like, I just liked the concept. Sick concept.
Yeah.
Because I'm sitting there and I like... You know, I'm not a big DC guy, so I'm sitting there and I'm watching it, and I'm like, oh, maybe it's, like, linking all the characters up, and then what happens in, like, the first 30 seconds is, like, Batman's dead.
Yeah,
right. And I was like, oh, okay, sick. And, like, the entire time I watched the trailer, I was thinking of you in Arkham Asylum, because I know how much you loved that fucking game.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, this is going to be right up Frankie's, alley. So, since I don't really know much about DC, like, I know little things, like, I know, Nightwing?
Yeah, it's,
Robin.
Nightwing, Robin, Batgirl, and Red Hood.
So Red Hood was the one that confused me. Because I know all of the others existed in the cinematic, the comic book universe or whatever, but I saw him and I was like, all right, this guy kind of looks like a Deathstroke,
Yes.
like a Deadpool kind of guy.
His mask in the game very much reminded me of Deadpool.
But I also said it because he's a gun guy.
Yeah.
You know, he's like shooting around and shit, and like, you know, for superheroes, most of the time they don't need a gun because they're a superhero. That's kind of like, but I was again, I might not buy it, but I was very intrigued because I think DC does a very good job with having... and this is hard for me to say because, you know, I'm not the biggest DC guy.
Yeah.
They do a very good job with having movies in the same cinematic universe not touch each other.
Yes.
So with this, it's going to be an extension of one of the 18 million Batman movies, you know, like a different... It's because I don't know if it's going to follow that path down the line with Batman.
I don't think this game is really following any sort of storyline.
And exactly. And that's the cool thing about it, though, because, like we'll get into further, there's so many ways that they could take these universes that I think that's a really interesting thing that they're doing, where it's like, okay, well, you know, you might not know of all those characters linking up together, but now you're getting the opportunity because Batman is killed, right? Or...
I don't know. I don't know what the deal is.
Is that what we're supposed to assume, though?
That's what we're supposed to assume. And I shouldn't have said before it's not following any storyline. It's following the Court of Owls storyline, which is big in the Batman world.
Yeah.
But it's not connected to the Arkhamverse. It's not connected to the Arkham games, which confused a lot of people. Because, spoiler alert, at the end of Arkham Knight, Batman's dead, or that's what they make it seem. He's dead.
In the same way, like the explosion, or wasn't there an explosion?
There was an explosion in Arkham Knight as well, which confused a lot of people. Really? But then they came out and said it's not a part of this video game universe.
Don't you play as that Red Hood guy in like the
which also would make sense if it was a part of the Arkham universe, but it's not.
So is it
weirdly?
So do you think they dropped the ball on it by not connecting it, or do you think they just said screw it and like?
I think they should have connected it.
I mean, just from me listening to 30 seconds of what you said,
yeah,
I think they should have. Because again, I don't know Arkham really, but I do know a little from talking to you about it, from watching YouTube videos, like the concepts. I know like the Joker storyline is kind of all over the place
he has a great arc and everything in the Arkham games.
Yeah.
Even when he is dead, he has a great arc in the Arkham games.
But I mean, again, I feel like, oh man, it's such a kind of a heartbreaking thing, because I almost feel like the Arkham games could have went and like paired so well with the Batman universe of
movies.
Yeah, yes.
Oh, 100%.
Like, but Batman Begins.
Yeah.
Dark Knight Rises. Like, I feel like it would have just, again, this goes into saying if like Heath Ledger, rest in peace, had survived and you know, not obviously killed himself, this universe would be so much different. You know, we wouldn't be getting the Batmans that we have now and things, but in general, like the Arkham Asylum universe could literally be what we're watching now, which
I would have loved.
I know,
man.
exactly.
That would have been
as a Batman
dream
fan, I can
come
imagine.
true.
Exactly.
The only thing that wouldn't have made sense if it was connected to the Arkham universe is Batgirl being able to walk, because in the Arkham games,
spoiler,
she's no longer Batgirl. She's Oracle. She's in a wheelchair because the Joker shoots her in the spine, which is a classic storyline. I don't know if that was Death in the Family. It might have been.
Okay.
I would have to look it up.
That's crazy though. That's cool.
Yeah, so like it wouldn't make sense if it was because
Oracle.
Batgirl.
That's
Oracle,
a sick name.
Yeah, Oracle's great. Oracle is actually great in the Arkham games.
It goes from Batman says skirt, I'm Oracle now.
Yeah.
Like what?
So you think since the games like aren't connected with this Arkham universe, well, this game isn't. Do you think that leaves it open for another Arkham game to come out?
No, because we'll get into the next game later, but the Suicide Squad game is connected to the Arkhamverse and is a follow-up to the Arkham games.
I didn't even see the Suicide Squad game.
So we'll talk about that too. A little bit more about Gotham Knights out. It does come out in 2021. They released a trailer and around 8 minutes of gameplay. Did you watch the gameplay or did you just watch the trailer? I only
watched the trailer.
Okay, yeah.
So the other thing I was going to say, most of this is 2021, right? I think so.
Suicide Squad, not till 2022.
The movie?
No. I'm sorry, the game.
Okay.
But yes,
the movies, most of that's 2021.
Yes. Except for Wonder Woman, which is this year.
Dude.
Hopefully this
DC
year.
is going to be scary in 2021 if these movies live up to hype.
That's why, if they live up to hype, that's very key. That's very key.
Wonder Woman, oh man, Wonder Woman is such a good way for them to segue into the year, man. Because that movie's going to kick ass.
I think it will.
Dude.
Yeah.
Damn. Marvel's fucking up.
The gameplay as far in this Gotham Knights, it looks very clunky a little bit right now. Me and Joe were talking about that earlier before.
Said it, yeah.
It wasn't, it didn't really satisfy me that well. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know if it's because Rocksteady did such a good job with the Arkham games that
Same
it makes
company,
this
right?
look... No, this is Warner Brothers Montreal. They made Arkham Origins, which I thought was a fantastic game. Not entirely up to par to the main Arkham games, but it was still good. It was a good companion game. But it looks okay. They reveal that Mr. Freeze is in it. Did you see him at all?
Didn't see him.
So he looks almost all robotic. Did you watch the gameplay or no?
Yeah, I saw...
The boss fight with Mr. Freeze, he almost looks all robotic, so I don't know what that's about. And obviously, like we said before, the Court of Owls as well, which will be an interesting storyline. They said a lot of people are seeing that as the biggest mystery of the game, what's going on with the Court of Owls, but they're saying there's an even bigger mystery than that in the game, and I'm speculating it could be about Bruce Wayne's death or if he's still alive or anything of that nature.
Interesting.
Yeah. But that's all I really have on Gotham Knights. Did you want to say anything else about what you thought about it, Joe?
I'm just trying to figure out what kind of game it's going to be.
That's Backer and versus Mr. Freeze. Yeah, that's Freeze.
Like, if it's more of like an RPG, if this is more of a beat 'em up kind of game.
See, the Arkham games was always kind of a little bit of both.
Yeah, I was going to say. I mean, I don't even know anything about it, but I always feel like that. Because Frankie, I remember watching the gaming... And I remember you always saying that it's a completely a beat-em-up game, but the storyline was always impeccable.
Yes.
Which is, at the end of the day, this might look a clunky, because, again, I'm more of a storyline guy. I just care about the storylines. The graphics I would love to have good. And, like, again, kind of going back to Marvel and the video game, if it's a good storyline, I won't care. And if it connects or it gives us an alternate look, I'm fine with that. But, you know, like I said, I think they could do a really good job with it as long as they keep a consistent storyline. And, again, if things are clunky and they eventually get fixed or they're decent and whatever, as long as the storyline is interesting and gives us that. I could still
appreciate that.
Exactly.
Yeah, I 100% agree with you with that. Didn't you say it was in like a beta mode or something like that?
Not even pre-alpha.
Pre-alpha.
So, you know, alpha, beta, final release, you know.
Weird you say alpha and beta. 2 characters in The Walking Dead.
That is true. I actually knew that.
Yep. Alpha, spoiler, is totally dead, though. Got her head chopped off.
Oh, boy.
You might as well bring up Game of Thrones, too.
Well, at least you said it and not me. Alrighty.
We'll move on to the second game that was revealed, which is Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. They didn't release any gameplay of it, but they did release an announcement trailer. It showed you the main 4 characters that you could play as: Harley Quinn, Deadshot, King Shark, and Captain Boomerang.
King Shark, hear that, Joe?
King Shark, yeah.
I liked him.
Oh, we'll get into some things.
Baby.
Yeah, we'll get into some things about Suicide Squad later. Comes out in 2022, which I find amazing because they've already been working on this game for so long.
Yeah.
And the fact that it still has another whole year, basically, for it to come out, it means they're really taking their time on it, and it better be freaking good. Confirmed in the Arkhamverse, which I'm very happy about, and it's only for the next gen consoles, which makes sense if it's coming out in 2022.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna be a PS5 guy, 100%. I kind of confirmed that today for myself.
Yeah,
100%.
We love that.
Yeah,
we love that.
And
PS5 game.
I'll be getting it sooner than I expected to. I thought I was gonna wait like 2 years, but there's so many cool exclusives that I'm willing to check out that I'm gonna get it early.
We don't have a date yet, right?
For the PS5.
Yeah.
I think this holiday, right?
Well, no, we know that, but like not a date, because I'm getting it.
Oh no, yeah.
I'm getting it when it comes out. I'm just watching this now. She looks great. Harley Quinn looks amazing.
All of them look fantastic. Boomerang looks great. Shark looks great.
Marvel can't do this
in a game, right?
Come on, dude.
Yeah.
I just want an open world Thor game. That's all I have.
I want an open world Skyrim Game of Thrones game. That's all. Tell me on a PS5 playing that game you would not put that shit down. Open world in that. You're lying to yourself.
No, it would be phenomenal.
King Shark looks awesome.
They all look great. Superman at the end looks great. And what they reveal is Brainiac basically takes over at least Metropolis, it shows in the trailer. I don't know about the whole Earth yet, but in Metropolis, and, you know, Brainiac brainwashes Superman. He has those crazy evil eyes going on. And, I'm pretty sure the whole basis of the game is that Brainiac turned the whole Justice League evil.
Oh, so that's why they're killing
So that's why they're going after them. Yeah. Like I said before, no gameplay, which I'm a little disappointed about. I wish they could have showed us a little bit of something just to see what the game was really going to be.
He vaporized that guy. Superman.
Oh, yeah. And the interesting thing about Boomerang, too, it almost seems like he has Flash-like powers when he goes fast. He, like, throws the boomerang, and then he darts off, and it leaves a little blue streak. So that I found very interesting. I don't know if that means he has Flash powers, or he just teleports with the boomerang.
That was great.
Yeah. Damn it. But for me, I've been waiting for both of these games to be announced for such a long time. So I'm just happy that they're finally out there. Yeah. We finally have a title. Even if it was just a title for both of them, I would have still been happy.
DC was super smart with this, man. They were super smart.
And they keep it tightly wrapped, too.
Oh, my God.
They're still tightly wrapped right now, even though they just announced it.
That's crazy. That's what I was sitting here, I'm like, I'm just surprised I know nothing, because Star Wars was loose lips, dude. I knew everything about. Every time the movies were coming out, I knew something about the movies that was going into it. I'm like, this sucks.
And it makes it not fun almost, because it's always fun speculating.
So I'm the weird spoiler guy.
Okay.
That most of the time, I don't really care. If I'm super passionate, diehard about it, I might. But at the end of the day, if you tell me something might happen, if I go in there and it still happens, as long as it happens in a capacity that's awesome, I'm not going to give a shit.
Yeah, okay.
Because, like, you know, I feel like we live in a generation now where so much of this is following some type of context. A Batman storyline, a Suicide Squad storyline. So there's nothing that's really going to blow my mind in most cases, right?
Yeah.
Besides Tenet, the new trailer.
I didn't even get a chance to watch that yet. I know it's the final
we're gonna
trailer.
Watch this after.
I watched that.
Look at his
wow,
face.
he actually watched it. He actually watched it.
I watched that trailer during the game, and that was me and my best friend are sitting there like I look at him real fast, and he's just like,
dude.
What's going on?
So every time I text Frankie on Tenet, I text him and I'm like, dude, new Tenet trailer. And there's been 3 trailers that have come out. There's been like one that came out during Star Wars that was to give you the preview.
Yes, yeah.
And it was that opening opera scene that I told you about.
Yep.
So the problem with Tenet is that every time I watch it, I love it. It's sick. But my brain does not understand what the fuck is going on every single time.
Which makes it
and
more
the
interesting.
new one, I'm like, shit, this movie comes out in like less than a month, and I still don't know what the fuck's going on.
The trailer didn't help at all in those
Dude,
regards.
the movie's about to come out in like a couple days. I'm like,
The first reviews came out on Rotten Tomato.
on Rotten
87.
Tomato. We love that.
Yeah, absolutely.
There was also I don't know if it's necessarily true or not. There was a conspiracy theory that it was connected in the
Inception
storyline, and a lot of people were insinuating that was true. And I was like, maybe that'd be a smart move.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason that I kind of, a part of me still believes that it's the 10-year anniversary of Inception, and they released it in some limited theaters for a re-release. So a part of me thinks it's like, why would you re-release? Because think about it, movies don't go back in the theaters now. You're not gonna, if you're Marvel, after a whole whatever, maybe they will.
Yeah,
but not that many movies, right?
Not that many movies. What I will say though, because movie theaters are reopening back up, they are going to be putting but like
but that's
older
genius.
movies.
That's
it
so
is
smart.
Genius. It is.
But I just thought it was a coincidence. I'm sitting there, I'm like, this is
too much of a coincidence.
This is pretty interesting. Every movie that you could have taken in the past 10 years to put back in a theater, and you put Inception right conveniently when another movie that's right in the same universe possibly is coming out. I was like, I don't know.
Right.
But that's just my take on it.
I'm gonna have to check it out after the podcast.
We'll watch it after this because
Yeah.
I want to see your reaction to it. It looks and the new Travis Scott song. That was gnarly. Oh, that was wild. The new Travis Scott song ties in with it.
Yeah,
because
I
he
heard.
made it for the movie, and it talks about what's going on and stuff.
Oh, okay.
In the song, if you listen to the lyrics, it's actually a really good song too, and it fits super well with what's going on. It's kind of like a high paced.
Is it the song of the trailer?
Yeah.
Oh, it is.
Yep,
Okay,
yep.
cool.
So you'll listen to it in it, but then if you listen to the song separately, you'll be like, okay, he's saying deliberate words that relate to the movie itself.
Yeah.
So, but dude, it's sick. I'm hyped.
All right. Well, speaking of trailers, we are going to move on to the movie section of DC Fandome, and the first one we're going to talk about is the final trailer for Wonder Woman 1984. We finally get our first full look at Cheetah, full-fledged Cheetah, I should say.
Kristen Wiig.
Kristen Wiig. I'm excited for her.
Okay.
This is a very different role for her. I think she'll do great.
Dude.
Never played her. I mean, just being a villain alone, I've never seen her play. Her being in a superhero movie, I'm excited for her. I really hope she does do great in it.
I'm super excited to see, because I think she's playing a character that is right in what we are all feeding into, which is the fact that we don't ever believe that she can be a professional actress, right? We're always like, she's only a funny person, right?
Yeah.
So it's kind of like exactly what's happening in the movie, where she seems like she's an understudy of everyone, right? That's the concept she's giving off, is I'm a nobody.
Yes.
And now I'm a somebody. So it's kind of exactly what's going on in real life, where I'm super excited to see, because again, I didn't like DC. I watched all the other movies, and they were everything. Man of Steel was okay, and I just was like, man, these are kind of just underwhelming. They're good, they're actiony, but they're just not hitting what I want them to hit. But Wonder Woman, man, blew my socks off. I was super impressed with the first Wonder Woman. Gal Gadot.
Mm-hmm.
I always used to say Gadot.
Gadot, yeah, me too.
Gadot First off, amazing. Yeah. Fell in love with her in the Fast and Furious
She's
movies,
gorgeous.
Man.
After Wonder Woman came out, I realized that she was in the Fast and Furious movies.
Literally, so this goes back to the OG days. I remember when we were talking about literally Wonder Woman, and we had a conversation. It might have been one of the first episodes.
Yeah.
How long is Wonder Woman out? 3 years?
3 years.
Regardless, I remember we were talking about it, and I literally said, I'm like, she was in Fast and Furious. And that's when I like fell in love with her playing this role.
Yeah.
Because I just thought she fit it well. I like that she's got the accent. She's not American, so she's got that different little to it.
Yes.
Where you're not like, oh, like, you know, she's your typical white girl. Like, you know, we need more of that in cinema.
Yeah.
In the right moments, not in Star Wars. When you guys are just saying, and that's not me saying anything about it, women like not getting lead roles.
Right.
It's just me saying that, oh my God, like we don't need it shoved down our throats.
Yeah, you don't need
because, you know, Rey was awesome in the movies, and then you kind of just shoved it down our throats constantly, and then you made, regardless. But no, I'm super excited, dude. I am so effing hyped.
I'm very excited for about this.
Chris Pine back.
Yeah, I know. He's a great actor, man. I'm really excited to see and find out how he comes back. Mm-hmm. Did you know that it's already apparently revealed how he comes back in a pre-comic book to the movie?
Really?
Yeah, and remember the guy I brought up for last episode that I got inspiration from the podcast, John Campia?
Yeah.
He talked about it. He's like, listen, I don't consider this a spoiler because they confirmed it and released it. But if you don't want to know...
So what was it?
I don't want to know. I want to wait for the movie.
Damn it, Frankie.
But I'm just saying, they said what happens. They said how he comes back.
Okay, so then if they say how he comes back, I can imagine it's probably not a kind of trying to switch us up and confuse us. Because a part of me believes that... I was just about to burp again.
By the way, my Cersei burps have been... insane today.
Terrible.
Insane
today. I had shrimp and a burger at dinner, and I'm just like, like just like constantly, and I'm like, I feel fine. I'm just like the burping, and this isn't helping. This is
right.
Drinking seltzer. Why am I burping? What was I saying? I don't even remember.
With Steve Trevor.
Oh, so what I'm saying is that I have such a I feel like I'm gonna get my heart broken. I feel like he's not there.
Okay.
And I don't mean that like he's a fucking hologram. No shit. Like,
right.
They're probably gonna bang because like they're low key like awesome together. I love them. But I don't know. A thing scares me about like him just like something's gonna happen. He's gonna die again. I can't watch him die again.
It might happen.
Dude,
it might happen. Yeah.
But I feel like so now it's one of those things where it's like so this was something I said back in the day with I know you're going to hate me for this with Walking Dead. Mm-hmm. Like, The Walking Dead played off when Glenn... Do you remember Glenn?
Yeah.
The Asian gentleman? Yeah. So when Glenn originally died, he, like, fell on a dumpster, and he, covered a body with him, and everyone was like, oh my God, Glenn died! And then he came back. And then in the comic books, he doesn't die the first way. He dies the second way when Negan bashes his brains in. So what happens is when he came back, I was like, oh, that's cool. And I like Glenn. I wasn't crazy on him. He's like a cult following for Walking Dead.
OG and everything. Yeah.
I was like, I like him. He's okay. Not terrible. But then when they killed him off again, I was just kind of like, oh, that's beating the dead horse. Like, come on. Like, you guys had it in the comics that was going to happen. You should have just left it that way and given me another character that almost died.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
And instead of like, and I love that they killed more than just one person in that scene. That's you can hate Walking Dead if you want, but that is an amazing piece of cinematography. And like the fact that they cliffhangered it, which is insane. They gave us a whole entire year to wait.
That's right.
Listen. That is fucked up. Like, that is super... And that's why I kind of have a little faith in the show still, is I'm like, you guys did that to me, and I stuck with you, because, like, that's sick. To do that to fans... Like, imagine any of these movies did that now. Endgame did it, and look at what it did.
Yeah.
Or
Infinity War did it.
Yes.
Yeah.
But look at what it did. You know what I'm saying? Like, that created more fans of what we watch now because of that cliffhanger.
Yeah.
So,
absolutely.
But, dude, look how hyped I am. I'm super hyped. I can't wait. And that's me saying so much because fuck DC. You know, but...
what I'm excited about is So you know how in the first Wonder Woman movie it was really Steve Trevor teaching Wonder Woman the ropes in the real world? Now it's going to be Wonder Woman teaching Steve Trevor
how to dress,
about how to dress and all that stuff and living in this new age. So I love how they're flipping the switch.
So what is he? It's been 40 years technically, right?
I think so. I was talking about World War One it was.
Oh, so it's 50 years.
Yeah, something like
Probably
that.
Closer to 50.
And what's crazy is he still looks young. He still looks like he has.
That's why I get.
I know. So it's interesting.
I'm gonna cheat tonight and listen and watch whatever I can.
I'm letting you know it's out there. I don't know if it's going to be a Steve Rogers situation where he got frozen in ice, like literally the same exact thing where that plane crashes in ice.
I mean, it's not a bad move, but like I would really hope.
No, if they did that, you know how many people would be pissed? It was like, that is unoriginal. Like you just stole that from Marvel. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that would never be any good for them, to be honest with you. What about you, Joe? You've been a little bit quiet about Wonder Woman. You said that was your favorite trailer that you saw throughout this whole DC fandom.
It was. I mean, I didn't know who that cat person was. So
Cheetah.
Cheetah. I was a little surprised that they showed that whole character's progression.
So
I think they showed a little.
Can I just get something straight?
Okay.
You were assuming that she was a cat.
Sorry, I can't assume anymore. My bad. 2020.
Monster. Your cameraman's a monster, dude.
Anyways, I thought they showed a little too much. I'm not trying to.
No. I'm glad you said that because I don't think they were gonna originally show Cheetah at all.
Yeah.
To begin with in the trailers, but because this movie got delayed so many times because of COVID, and they wanted to keep the hype up, they released another trailer, and you have to show new stuff.
So isn't she not the only villain though?
Yeah, there's a guy. The bad guy? Yeah, there's another guy who I think is like the puppet master for Cheetah. And leading her in the wrong direction kind of
deal. Pablo.
I'm not sure.
No, it's the Mandalorian.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. I swear to.
Oberyn Martell.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh.
It's not him.
I swear. You want to bet?
Yeah, he looks like an older guy.
No,
are you sure?
No, I swear.
Maybe because he's blonde, it threw me off.
No.
No. Are we talking about the same people?
I'm almost positive we're talking about.
He's always in a suit, like a blue suit. Tie, blondish hair.
I think it's
almost like Trump hair, almost, to be honest with you.
Believe me, it's not Trump hair.
It's not Trump.
Wait,
nothing could compare to Trump hair. Yeah, I feel like we're talking about the same person.
No, we are definitely talking about the same. I'm telling you right now. I really
didn't think it was him.
Yes, look, that's who you're talking about.
Yes.
Yeah, that's him.
That's him.
Yes, dude.
Oh yeah, look at his face.
Dude.
What did they just add some extra weight to his face?
He probably added a little bit down here, and he doesn't have a mustache. He always has a mustache.
That's true too. Wow. All right,
dude.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
That is crazy.
I remember because I remember seeing a trailer. I remember seeing a trailer about it, and I was like, "There's no fucking way that's him." But I remember watching early. I think I was watching something about the fact that is one of the main.
He's definitely a bad guy.
He's called Maxwell Lord, and apparently is a fictional supervillain appearing in the comic books. Blah, blah, blah. Appeared in Justice League 1. Okay, well that didn't really help me, but regardless, yeah, he. So I'm guessing he's probably going to have some fall from grace where he's going to become this.
Yeah, right.
Because that's what he looks like. But in the trailers, we're watching him in a suit, so clearly
more of a political figure kind of deal.
Exactly.
Trying to influence,
so maybe something will happen there, but
yeah. All right. I think that's all we got for Wonder Woman 1984. Very excited about it.
Thumbs up. Super hyped.
Yes, sir. I usually write down when it's set to release. Oh, wait. That's right. Wonder Woman, they didn't say when it's going to be released.
Which scares me, but...
Yeah.
Because I would love a holiday release, but...
I would too.
Who the hell knows what's going to happen with the holiday.
Yeah. The second trailer that got released was actually a teaser. It was for Black Adam. Did you watch that?
So I watched it, but it's not.
It's not a live action trailer.
It's like a
concept.
Yes.
Concept teaser.
So great, but
yeah.
Really?
Yeah, right.
You couldn't get Dwayne The Rock Johnson. I mean, he's the highest paid actor right now.
They got him to voice the teaser,
which is awesome. But you couldn't put him in a fucking suit.
Yeah, you're right.
Come on,
you're right. Yeah.
For one scene, you didn't have to have him drop in. You could have had him turn around.
Yeah.
You could have made it a comic book the entire beginning. All of everything could have been depicted, and then at the end, he could have just turned around and it could have cut to black.
No, you're right.
And that would have been the way to do it.
They should have done that.
Because imagine you finally get to see him in his costume.
Yeah.
That would have sparked more notice than anything we've watched with any of the other trailers,
100%.
in my opinion, because you have more Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson fans than superhero fans.
Sure. Actually,
in a way.
Yeah.
So I only say that because superhero fans are a cult.
Yeah.
Of people that love it. But Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson fans, like the moms that are fans of him, the old WWE fans of him, there's so many more alleys of where people just love him. Like my girlfriend's mom loves him. Like everything he does. Meanwhile, he plays the exact same character in every movie.
Right.
Every fucking movie is the same guy. He's wearing cargo shorts and a really tight t-shirt.
Yeah.
That's every movie The Rock plays.
Yeah.
So this one's a little bit different then, huh? Isn't he a bad guy? Somebody say he was
he's
anti-hero.
originally a bad guy. A lot of these bad guys nowadays, when they're making their own movies about them, they turn out to just be anti-heroes.
Yeah.
That's basically... They
seems
did
like
it with Venom.
Yeah, exactly.
They're doing it now
Yeah,
with
which
Black
was super
Adam.
surprising because I thought Venom was going to be super bad guy. Oh, you know what other movie? Blackout. Not DC, Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
What's the vampire one?
Oh, Morbius. Another thing that they're doing as like an anti-hero.
Exactly.
Kind of deal.
He's an anti-hero, but
right.
I mean, he even seems more villain than hero. But like,
definitely.
We'll definitely see with that. Oh, that's hyped.
Yeah, definitely hyped up. This Black Adam movie set to release December 22nd, 2021. So another DC movie in full year. No actual footage, just bases what the film will be. But they did announce that they're going to be introducing the Justice Society of America. I'm not too familiar with them, but it includes the characters Hawkman, which I am familiar with.
Hawkman.
No
relation to Hawkeye? None at all?
No, not at all. We're talking a man that's literally has hawk wings and is like... Do you remember him from the Justice League cartoon?
Doesn't he have a...
He has like
headband?
a Thor-like...
Does he have a headband? Yeah, I know who it is.
A Thor-like thing going on. So Hawkman, Atom Smasher... Atom Smasher, I knew him from
Face.
I knew him from the CW Flash show, actually.
Okay.
Cyclone, and the most excited one is Dr. Fate.
Ooh,
Do you know Dr. Fate?
I don't.
Do you know Dr. Fate?
You've brought him up to me. I know you have.
Big multiverse guy. He's the Doctor Strange of DC.
Oh, yes. Okay, now I know who you're talking
He wears
about.
like that helmet.
Yes, I remember.
Sick character.
Okay.
And the fact that they're bringing him into Black Adam. So that's why it's getting me excited.
They don't have
Black
any
Adam.
castings, though, right? Like, they haven't said anything that you looked at?
The only person they announced that was casted was Atom Smasher, and I forgot who it was. But Atom Smasher is casted. I don't think it's anyone too big or anything like that.
I feel like it's so funny now because, like, we almost nerd out to who gets cast as people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's a big thing.
We don't even... I mean, it's a huge thing.
Yeah.
I mean, look at RP, who's getting... I'm not gonna use full names because we're getting to it later in the podcast.
Oh, right, yeah,
But look at that. Well, how many people hated that?
Right.
And then...
How many people hated Ben Affleck? And then everyone loved him.
Batfleck. And now he left, and everyone was like, oh, no! And now he's back. Everyone's like, yay! Yeah. Like, it's like, dude, make up your mind, people. Do you hate him or do you love him? Like, cut the shit.
We could actually no. Well, one other thing for another movie, we didn't get a trailer or anything for it.
Yeah.
We just got a title. The Shazam sequel. It's called Shazam: Fury of the Gods.
Yeah, we knew that for a while though, didn't we? Like,
they just announced it. They announced that yesterday. We knew the movie was coming.
No, I thought they. Maybe I'm wrong. I thought a while ago I had heard that was the concept or something about it. I almost.
Oh no, you might be right about that.
I thought that the name was almost out, but now they're like, it's here.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
I get it.
What I'm curious is, are they gonna bring Black Adam in this sequel?
So when does it come out? Did they say?
Did I write that? No. I'm assuming 2022 it's gonna come out.
So I guess you could.
You definitely can.
So what do you think Black Adam's going to be? Prequel to this movie?
Yeah,
Shazam?
it might be something in the past or some deal like that.
Oh, that's
Who knows?
That's something confusing too. Because again, I don't really know DC like that, but like I'm super excited to like learn what is it going to be about?
Yeah, right.
Like, you know, like if it's a prequel, like who's he fighting? And then if it's not, how does he?
So I like that Black Adam in this movie, he's going up against superheroes like Hawkman and Dr. Fate and them.
That's in his movie in Black?
That's in his movie, so that's kind of what it's
So why is he going up against them, though?
Because he's not a good guy. It's whatever his goal is probably conflicting with what this Justice Society of America's goal. Yeah. So, it's going to be a concept like that.
So what did the trailer... Why am I, blacking out? When the trailer for Black Adam, what did he say? His people were, enslaved?
Yeah, so this is a man who's lived, every day of... since the beginning of time kind of deal, I don't know how to explain it. I don't really know too much about him, really, to, fully explain
exactly,
it.
Yeah.
But in the trailer, it made it seem like this is a guy who was chosen to have these magic powers to help free his people from slavery. So yes, you were right about that. But he's not that good of a guy, because he says in the trailer, which I thought was a great part, we needed a hero, instead they got me.
Yeah.
So I love that line to it.
So I would almost consider him almost kind of and everyone's going to hate me for this, like a Thanos. And I only say that because Thanos did what to save...
True.
Yeah,
true.
I'm screwed up and I love Thanos. I'm so screwed up and I love that man. But I just loved him as a character. I thought it was so good. But,
yeah.
I can't even get into
it. That's all we got for Black. Oh, Joe, what did you think about Black Adam? I didn't hear you say anything about it.
Talk about The Rock.
I love The Rock, honestly.
There you go. See?
Do you think it'll be good?
Listen, I'm interested.
With what we saw?
From what I saw, I don't know. From what I saw, I don't think much. The concept of Black Adam's cool. He's been alive for this long. He probably was a good guy at some point. And,
yeah.
After being alive for that long, seeing how the world is,
And what's cool is that this is kind of a different role for Dwayne Johnson now. If you think about it, he's not playing that much of a nice guy this time around.
Still playing a tough guy.
Tough guy,
so
but not a nice guy. Comical guy. I'm sure this movie's going to be somewhat dark.
He'll be comical.
Maybe a little bit. I would hope so. For the sake of DC, they'll stick with that route. Especially if he's going to be in Shazam, which is all comical. It should be.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right. We'll see it. It's gonna be interesting.
All right. So that's it for Black Adam and Shazam. Let's talk about another movie that no trailers have been released for, but The Flash. They released concept art. They did say it was going to be following the Flashpoint storyline. That might be what the title ends up being, Flashpoint. They said it's set to release June 2nd, 2022. Ben Affleck, the biggest news about this, Ben Affleck returning to play Bruce Wayne Batman in it, which I was so shocked by it.
Yeah.
Well, I came home from work the night it was announced, and I just looked at it. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, what?
So the DC Fandome thing, they said they had a surprise announcement there.
And that was it.
That was it, but it got just leaked early kind of deal. You know what I mean? So, I thought it was always going to be Henry Cavill coming back as Superman in a project.
Because he was originally out. Remember, because the contract negotiations with him.
Yeah.
They were saying he was done.
Yeah.
Because he wanted more money, and then I think they were like, we got you.
Yeah. I am super excited that Ben Affleck's back. A lot of people are excited that Ben Affleck's back. Listen, you don't have to like the movies he was in, but he played a great Batman.
Yeah.
I thought he played a great Batman.
It's hard. It's hard to play a good Batman when you have
in the movie
Batmans. Well, but
okay, yeah, you're right.
You're
right. He's top tier for me though.
No, but
Ben Affleck's my second.
Really?
Yeah, he's my second. Christian Bale's one, but Ben Affleck's number two for me.
I guess for me, it's almost like I'm sitting here and I'm like, it's so screwed up because I have Christian Bale at my 1 through 5.
Yeah, right.
I have them basically 1 through 3. Batman Begins, Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah.
And then every other Batman below it.
Sure.
I know it's so screwed up, but he just did such a fucking good job, dude. Yeah. He did so good at it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to have a hot take for later, but...
Yeah. All right. What else did I have to say about that? Oh, they released concept art for the movie. Flash is going to get a brand new suit. I don't know if you saw the picture or not.
I didn't see the picture.
So it's the Flash fighting along what looks like fighting alongside what looks like Michael Keaton's Batman. It shows the classic Batman suit that he wears. So you think we could get
Michael Keaton Batman and Affleck in the same movie?
Yeah, so this is going to be a take that I feel like a lot of people have about Ben Affleck's involvement with the movie.
Okay.
So they were bringing up the fact that both Bruce Wayne and Barry Allen have a lot more things in common than we think because both of their mothers were killed.
Who's Barry Allen?
Barry Allen's the Flash.
Right.
Yeah.
Not a Flash guy. Thank
you. So both their...
Oh, wait, that's why they were cracking jokes about it in the one movie, right?
In Justice League?
Yeah, was that it? Wasn't there
might have been.
Wasn't he cracking?
Remember. Their mothers had the same name.
Yeah, I think...
No, that's Superman and Batman.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's... yeah. Okay, continue.
No, yes, that they were cracking major jokes for. Yeah, 100%.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that was a floozy.
Martha Wayne got around.
Yeah. So both of their mothers died, killed, and I think that's going to play a big part of the story. I see Ben Affleck's Bruce Wayne being in the beginning of the movie and at the end of the movie. Nowhere else in the movie. So I could see him actually just being Bruce Wayne. Not even Batman in this movie.
So I guess we'd have to figure out what Keating's role is. Is he
Keating's role is going to be interesting.
No, I know, because
I think it's going to be a bigger role than Affleck's. I do think so.
So do you think he's going to be a Wayne, or do you think he's going to who do you think he's going to play?
Who, Keaton?
Yeah,
I think he's going to be suiting up.
No. Yeah. But I'm saying so. Technically speaking, if Ben Affleck is Bruce Wayne, who is also Batman,
yeah,
who is Michael Keaton in this movie?
I'm not following you.
Is he Batman?
Oh yeah. Oh, we're talking multiverse stuff, man.
Okay,
yeah. He's gotcha. Batman from Batman and Batman Returns.
So, but what I'm saying is what we are going to do, what we're going to see in Flash is another universe Batman.
Yes.
That's what I'm trying to get at, because I was saying, okay, are you using those old movies as let's just say that's old Batman, almost like Grandpa Batman, kind of like how Captain America is, how there is a new Captain America.
Yes, yeah.
Is there a new Batman, or they're going to use another universe Michael Keaton?
I get what you're saying with that.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's different Earths. It's like Earth 1, Earth 2 sort of situation with that.
Now I get it.
Yeah.
Makes more sense.
Yeah, multiverse, they're going to get into multiverse, and I'm very excited about that. Hopefully, with Flash going back in time, they could fix some mistakes from the previous movies and actually get them on a good right track. And with that being said, the rest of their movies are good, they get them on the right track. Let's hopefully they keep it going.
Are we going to talk about the S cut?
Oh yeah, that's coming up.
Great. Then yeah. I won't say what I was going to say. Then I'll hold off.
Well, we could
roll your eyes, Jeff. I didn't. Roll your eyes.
We could move on to that right now. That's the next thing I had on our list.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's start with Jeff.
Yeah.
I think the Snyder Cut is BS.
Okay.
I don't know why, when DC fans get ripped apart, they just go, oh, Snyder Cut, bro, Snyder Cut.
Listen, I don't think you're wrong. I think here is the concept of the Snyder Cut. HBO, absolute geniuses for saying we're going to release it in 1 hour things. I don't care if the movie's terrible. They are the smartest company on the face of the planet for doing that.
Right.
Because now they're making you log into something that was only believed to be a myth. That is now a thing, regardless of if it's not or whatever. I didn't like it. I'm excited for it because it's going to be different. The reason that I think, regardless if it's really that good or not, it's going to be good is because for the first time we are getting a movie that should have come out.
Yes.
For the first time ever, because every time another movie comes out, you get the bonus DVD with the extra footage.
Yep.
Every time. No one wants that. No one cares. Give us the 4-hour cuts. There's a 4-hour cut of Star Wars Episode 1 that apparently people rave about that only George Lucas owns or something, but apparently it's good because it can go into so much more detail and there's more going on. Same thing with Episode 2 apparently and Episode 3. So for me, as a guy that I wish I could get 4-hour long Star Wars movies to actually give more context to these shit characters that they put together for the prequels that got better as you watch them, I think this is just fantastic for them to do. And again, this is coming from a DC hater. For me to say this, it hurts. My insides are burning. But at the end of the day, they're smart for finally doing it because so little amounts of people ever have taken a step like this and been like, you know what? We're going to do it.
Yeah.
Snyder has all this stuff, and this is this elaborate, amazing film that everyone raves about. We're going to do it.
Right.
But we're not going to just do it. We're going to kill it. Do you know how many people are going to buy HBO Max for that?
Yeah. No, a lot of people
Come on.
are. It's a big money move. It's a big money move,
dude. Oh, it's so smart. I hate them.
And like you were saying,
So smart.
You're right. They're making it into 4 parts.
Yeah.
4-hour episodes. No, not 4-hour episodes. 4
4
1-hour episodes. Yeah. And it's coming out next year. I'm very excited about it.
Yeah.
They showed a lot of new footage in this trailer. A lot of it which is going to change the movie. A lot of it's going to change the movie. Cyborg's dad dying like that. Didn't think, like that's a big part right there, especially for Cyborg's storyline. Like there's going to be a lot of things in this movie that is
I think the other really
define
interesting thing that's going to be about this movie is where is the universe going to go from this? Because when are we getting it? We're getting it soon, right?
What, this movie?
The Snyder Cut.
Next year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kind of.
I'm glad you brought that up because Snyder said it's not canon. The Justice League movie we got first is what's canon. The Snyder Cut is unfortunately not canon,
here's the thing.
It's not going to continue.
So here's the thing. I totally knew that. Like, I knew that was going to be the case, but, like, a part of me... Again, I don't really care. Like, I mean, my canon on DC is, like,
I was disappointed by that news, too, but I'm on the same boat as you right now. I don't really care. I'm just glad we're seeing his full vision come out.
Basically, if this can load, I'll tell you exactly how I felt, and we'll, like, recut that scene of what we just did. And I want you to realize, like, how I feel.
Yeah.
That's basically... Oh, this is a slapper.
Yes.
Absolute top 5. Titanic is trash, though. Take mine. Yeah. What about that hot take for the pod right now?
Speaking of music, I thought the music, the Hallelujah for the song choice... So smart, because it's like, Hallelujah, we're actually getting the Snyder Cut.
So,
you know what I mean?
Here's the... I am invested in a movie so much more when, number one, they do a good song, and number two, they take a classic song and remake it. So one of the reasons that I absolutely love Westworld is the fact that Westworld has one of the composers that I'm almost positive has done some work on Game of Thrones.
Yeah, he has.
And what he does is he has, I think, I want to say 5 to 10 songs that are modern songs that he did on only the piano or only acoustically, which is immaculate. Like, he did Kanye West's Runaway, one of my favorite songs of all time.
I have it on my Spotify. It's
literally
fantastic.
He did that as only on the piano. And to put something like that in a setting that makes it almost feel like it's, let's say, old-timey or whatever, is awesome. Like, Hallelujah, putting it there, and not the one we know, but a alternate one, so smart.
Yeah.
So smart to do it that way. And, like, whenever I hear a trailer, if I hear a good song and it's different than how I like it, or if it's the right song in that spot...
It's so critical and important to get you attached and sucked into it.
We'll get to it later, but...
Oh, yeah.
Man.
I mean, and it could also fool you if the movie's bad.
Yeah.
You look at Suicide Squad with Bohemian Rhapsody. I think it's still one of the most famous trailers that people thought this movie was going to be amazing.
Queen's overrated.
And yeah, what?
I didn't say that. I didn't say anything.
That's a hot take.
I sneezed.
That's a hot take.
That was a sneeze.
I didn't hear
Exactly. See, Joe didn't hear.
Are we just going to pretend that wasn't said?
What did I say?
All right, whatever.
No. Listen. I respect Queen, but you know my point of view because I thought the movie was not that good, and I thought it was almost a dagger in the heart of the awards to give it to Rami Malek, where the movie itself was a decent movie, but by no means was that the best movie that year, and by no means was he the best actor that year, which is bullshit. Like, I understand that you're playing to the heartstrings of people that wanted, oh my God, we got Freddie Mercury's story. First off, it was a half-assed version of it. It was not...
Let's get this straight. You're talking about the movie, not the band.
The movie. No. I was only saying that as a, like... I take my aggression out on the fact that happened. Queen is one of the greatest rock bands of all time.
Okay, all right. Yeah,
Personally,
yeah.
I'm a Who guy, but that's because my parents grew up and I listened to the Who. That was just their way of going about it. They didn't really listen to AC/DC. My dad listens to like Ozzy, Black Sabbath. That's my dad. Mm-hmm. So I listened to that and the Who when I was younger. So I didn't listen to Queen as much. Queen's all-time one of the best.
Yeah.
I'm not a big Beatles guy either. I respect the shit out of the Beatles because of Mr. Little. The only reason I like music is because of my parents listening to so much and because of him.
Yeah.
Because he taught me how to like appreciate music, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I was only saying it in the context that's not really up my necessarily alley, but come on, bro. Bohemian Rhapsody is
fantastic.
Untouchable. Right. I only said it because the movie pisses me off because it puts this. Everyone loved it. Everyone loved it. That wasn't a movie person. Mm-hmm. It's like, this is such a good movie. And you're like, okay. If you look at it, though, it's not really that good of a movie. It's very jumpy. It's not that great of acting. He did a good job, but, like, I would have rather Sacha Baron Cohen in personally.
That's
I think
right.
It would have been he was supposed to. And he would have been a better role for it because he would have made the movie feel like I wasn't watching oh yay, it's a movie. Like, I want that kind of a gritty feel when it comes to something like that.
Yeah.
When I want to know about the life of one of the greatest rock and roll guys ever that was taken early because of this major illness in the world, I want that. I don't want, the fluff. So, right. I don't know. I thought it was a decent movie. I didn't think it was the best movie that year, and it pisses me off because, there becomes such a big argument on the voting of these things. Sure. It becomes so political because it's like there's amazing movies every year, and every year someone gets snubbed, and it's by someone that most of the time is a better performer.
Yeah. Sacha Baron Cohen left because of creative differences and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Speaking of Sacha Baron Cohen, hear about something else that's been going on?
Say it, Frank.
Borat 2 is apparently being filmed right now?
Yeah.
Come on, that is amazing.
Listen, this emergency podcast was needed.
Yeah, 100%.
We have so much news. Final Tenet trailer. Borat 2.
Yeah, right.
Everything DC.
And the thing with if he is actually filming Borat 2, what a time to do it, where he could really skeeve and freak people out with COVID and everything.
Oh my God,
right
dude,
now.
Genius,
absolute genius. So I hope he's doing it. You know who would be real excited about this? Who probably doesn't know right now? Scalacci. He'd probably be so excited about this.
Is he a huge?
He watches Borat a lot, right? He was watching it the other day, no?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
He put it on for us that one day. I don't know if you were there.
No, I wasn't there, but I think he sent like a snap of it. But he's a big fan. I'm a big fan. I'm very excited about that too. So hopefully that's actually a thing.
Okay, so really quickly, the year Rami Malek won, he went up against... Oh, shit. It went all the way back to 1912. Oh. We don't need that. Shit, what happened? What the hell year was this?
Excuse me.
Oh, so Rami Malek that year, Freddie Mercury, Bohemian Rhapsody, went up against Christian Bale in Vice as Dick Cheney, which was crazy. Have you seen that movie?
I heard it was
crazy.
Yeah.
It was a good movie, but like his performance was great. Bradley Cooper in A Star Is Born, which A Star Is Born is a great movie.
Fantastic.
And he did an awesome job.
Yeah.
William Dafoe at Eternity's Gates, which is Van Gogh. Who cut his ear off?
Yeah, Van Gogh.
Van Gogh.
Yeah.
There. I didn't see it, but I heard it was amazing.
Was that Van Gogh?
And
might have been.
Viggo Mortenstein, that was in the Green Book. I think he should have won it because
Green Book was getting a lot of awards.
Dude, Green Book, Mahershala Ali won Best Supporting, I think.
Yeah.
That year. So they kind of, I guess, maybe like tiptoed around it where like we can't give it to both, which so be it, but there's a lot of really good acting there, and I guess since it was a maybe not as high year, you can give it to that.
Sure.
But I don't know.
Yeah.
That's just me. Just me, Joe. I have to rant once an episode.
Be you, brother.
Yeah.
Be me, bruh.
All right. 2 movies left to talk about.
Oof.
This next one, The Suicide Squad.
Hyped.
I really thought they were going to release a trailer.
I know.
They're done filming it and everything already. I really do wish they released a trailer.
No, it was smart that they didn't.
Yeah, probably.
It's annoying, but it was super smart because now everyone's like, shit, that was cool.
Yeah.
You know? And now everyone's like, wow, I want more. Like, feed me.
So what they did release was a character reveal trailer. They released to everyone who's going to be on the whole team, which we'll get into a second. And they released a behind-the-scenes video. Did you watch that?
With all them talking and stuff?
With all them talking and everything. Yeah, which I thought was very cool, too.
On a side note,
we
should 100% do a pre-draft and a post-draft of ranking all of those characters on who we think is going to be really good, and then ranking them after the movie comes out.
I was going to say, do something like we did for Infinity War and Endgame, who's going to die. Because this is a big cast of people
and it's
that have bombs in their brain. A good amount of them have to die.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
Even didn't James Gunn in that trailer say don't get connected?
Yes.
Or was it
don't get too attached? Yes.
So the other thing is though, it's supposed to be a 1970s war movie.
That's how they described it as.
Okay, but I feel like most old movies like that, we get our heartstrings torn out when we watch, like, because we fall in love with characters and then they die.
Yeah, right.
So, like, you know, I could very, very much see that being a thing.
For sure.
But Joe, did you watch it?
Actually, no. I didn't show him that today.
Yeah,
I did not show him.
It's cool.
Yeah, check it out if you want. It's interesting.
I guess I'm interested in the Suicide Squad. I guess they made the first one and it was
it was that bad, and now James Gunn is directing it, who did Guardians 1
It was just super man. So Suicide Squad was really bad, but like there was some decent to it.
Yeah, I mean the characters were great, I thought.
For the most
Harley,
part.
Deadshot, Boomerang.
So what's the deal with Deadshot?
And Killer Croc was good. I'm surprised he's not in it again. So say it again.
So what's the deal with Deadshot? Why is he not in it? Like
I don't know. I hope they bring that up. I hope they bring it up. I hope they don't say he's dead, because I would love for Will Smith to come back.
If you off-screen kill that man, then I will cancel DC.
Yeah, he's too big of a character and actor to do that too.
Can't like, if DC really wants to take that approach, then give it to set it down the line a little.
Yeah.
He dies, right? Give it to his daughter. I don't love it, but if you're gonna kill him off, then you have to have a plan B of someone that's gonna take the role.
Sure.
And I mean, it wouldn't be a bad move for how we see him in the beginning. He's trying to just do good by his daughter.
Yeah, right.
So imagine his daughter after all this time, like when she eventually gets of age, she's like, I want to learn this. She's even better than him, and she becomes the new one.
I mean, I could see it. I'm not crazy about it, but I could see it.
I don't love it either, but it's just brainstorming. You know? And it's like if you're gonna screw it up and say, "Oh, he's dead," then okay, like
that might as well be it.
You might as well do it that way.
Sure.
You know?
Yeah. Let's go down this roster real quick. So we got Harley Quinn, played by Margot Robbie once again.
Thumbs up.
Captain Boomerang, played by Jai Courtney, who is also pretty good.
Thumbs up.
Amanda Waller, played by Viola Davis. Thumbs up.
We love that.
Rick Flag, I forgot who plays him. Joel Kinnaman. It is him. It is, okay, yeah.
Joel Kinnaman.
Back as Rick Flag, like it too. So this is a character that you had on your Suicide Squad roster back in episode 2. Weasel. He's in it.
I hate to say that I have the inside scoop on everything, but I have the motherfucking inside scoop on everything. Everything, baby.
Weasel is in it.
Let's go.
You were literally talking about that.
Yeah.
We were making fun of it.
I'm never wrong.
We were making fun of that.
No,
heavy.
I was serious. I was super serious, everybody. Killer Croc is in the other one.
Yeah.
Did I say Killer Croc was on my team? He might have been a bench guy. I don't remember.
King Shark is also in this movie as well.
I hate being right. I hate it. It just boils me. Ugh. Feel disgusting.
Weasel is getting played by James Gunn's brother, actually.
I did, yes. I wasn't sure if it was his brother or son.
No,
I saw
his
the name
brother.
and I was like, okay.
Yeah. Polka Dot Man, who is being played by one of Scott Lang's friends from Ant-Man. The guy who's like, oh my god,
dude,
that's the work of gypsies or something, he says.
He's
also in The Dark Knight.
He's in The Dark Knight. He's a bad guy.
Yeah,
Isn't he on trial?
No, he was the guy that they arrested because...
And they took
he
his
was like
mask
the decoy,
off, didn't they?
Yeah, he was like the decoy.
Joker.
Yeah,
yes,
decoy
yes.
Joker. Yep. That's right.
I wonder if he is in Dark Knight Rises though too.
I don't know.
A part of me thinks he was in like a 2-second cameo, kind of like
Yeah,
what's
sure,
his
maybe.
name was.
It's like Scarecrow.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which was so cool.
Yeah, that was cool. How he was the
scene.
court,
So
the judge.
cool.
Yeah, so sick. Bloodsport. So this is like the Deadshot replacement that's being played by Idris Elba. I love him as an actor. We'll see how he does.
Is it a hot take for me to say I would have Idris Elba off the bat?
Wait, what do you mean?
Like instead of Will Smith from the beginning?
Ooh. Yeah, that would make more sense because Will Smith is more of like he's the main star, you know what I'm saying?
So
I'm not saying Idris can't be the main
No,
star.
no. But I think Idris would work so much better with other great cast members where Will Smith takes away way too much.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
I mean, again, people might think I'm being an asshole for saying it, but I just don't. I'm not the biggest Will Smith guy. I think, Pursuit of Happiness, amazing, fantastic. I Am Legend, I love.
I Am Legend's great. Hancock, I thought was also great.
Hancock was a lot better than people give it credit for.
Yeah, yeah.
And I, Robot, I loved.
Hitch.
But regardless, there's a lot of really good content for him. He's just not my favorite actor. I think there's other people that are better. And I like Idris Elba personally more. I just think he has a better range, maybe, is that, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
But regardless, I just was like, looking at it now, I'm like, I kind of like Idris better. I think he almost fits the role kind of better than Will Smith does.
I agree
for
with
that kind of a thing. But again, look at what Will Smith did with Gemini Man.
Oh God, yeah, that movie did not look interesting whatsoever to begin with.
No comment.
Yeah. Anyway, another character, Peacemaker, who is played by John Cena, and he described his character as an asshole Captain America.
Yeah.
So that's very interesting.
I mean, look at his hat. He looks like an asshole. That
yeah,
helmet
100%.
That helmet thing looked like a complete ass hat.
Yeah.
I was like, this is...
We'll watch that video afterwards so you could see like...
I was like, I hate everything about it, but like, I won't mind. I'm like, I'm not going to mind it,
King Shark, Ratcatcher 2. Who's even the first Ratcatcher? I have no idea about that person. Javelin, who I believe is being played by Pete Davidson.
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
I know he's in it.
He's in it.
Is he Javelin?
He might be Javelin.
No, keep reading the names.
It's not.
He's Black something.
Blackguard.
Yes, he's Blackguard.
Yeah,
he's not
That's
Javelin.
Right. Javelin is someone else. I forgot who. Michael Rooker's also in it. He might be Javelin.
No, he's the white-haired guy.
Mongol, maybe?
No. Maybe.
I think it might be Mongol. Maybe.
We'll watch it after.
Yeah. TDK, who's played by Nathan Fillion, which is interesting, kind of. I heard he was great as Nathan Drake in that fan-made movie, Uncharted movie.
Nathan Fillion.
Savan, no idea who that is. Javelin, Mongol, Thinker, Sol Soria, and Blackguard. So
it's almost great that they put so many people because how many people are there total? Give me the number. I don't need the names, but
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 people in this Suicide Squad. There's 18 of them.
So do you think more than half will die off?
I think it's a good possibility. I think it'll just be a continuing joke throughout the movie.
Viola Davis, no. Harley Quinn,
Oh, well,
no.
I didn't even add Amanda Waller.
Oh, you didn't?
I didn't.
Did you add Harley Quinn, though?
Yeah.
Okay, so Harley Quinn, in my opinion, is a lock to not die.
Yeah.
But, like, besides that, she's probably the only one.
I could see Boomerang staying alive.
Well, I mean, it depends on
Flag.
it depends on if they're making another Suicide Squad movie or not.
True.
Because if they want to start putting it all together in the same thing, Viola Davis and Harley Quinn should be in it because they're going to have roles eventually on like the combination.
Yes.
But besides that, most of these
No one
people,
else.
like, please don't keep John Cena alive. Please don't
Yeah,
keep John Cena.
right.
Kill him off.
I don't want
Kill
him on
him
there
off
either.
as soon as possible. I have had
get him out of
enough
there.
John Cena my entire life. I've had that man shoved down my throat with WWE for years now. I will not, in movies, live for that.
Get rid of Pete Davidson soon, too. I don't care.
I agree with that.
You thought you were a huge King of New York fan.
Oh, yeah.
No,
Yeah.
you didn't hate it, though, right?
No, I didn't hate it. But it was just okay.
I heard it was pretty good, though, like, for what it was, because, like, I thought it was going to be bad. I heard it was
all
like...
right. It was all right. That's all I'll say about it.
Great.
Yeah.
Frankie
He's
also
all right.
Frankie, also known as Pete Davidson.
I hate Pete Davidson.
Frankie Davidson or Pete McKnight.
Pete McKnight.
Pete McKnight.
I'll dye my hair blonde next.
Pete. Ooh, ready? Pete Knight.
Pete Knight.
Okay.
All right.
That's your new.
I can rock with it.
Superhero name.
Do we have anything else to say about the Suicide Squad? How about we think about who a villain could be?
I don't even know.
Yeah, right. I don't even know who the villain could be. What they did for the original Suicide Squad movie was it was one of their members who went out of control, the Enchantress.
Enchantress, yeah.
And she became the main bad guy, but I really don't know who they could be. I think they're going to leave it under wraps, even in the trailers when they come out. I think it'll be a mystery throughout the whole thing, but we'll see.
I think I would love to say like it's Harley Quinn, but it's...
If I had to throw out a name, Black Adam was speculated to be the bad guy. And that's how they would bring him into the universe, but they're clearly not doing that. I could see it being maybe... I could see it maybe being Lex. Maybe Lex Luthor?
But are they going to cast a new Lex Luthor? That's a good question. They're going to keep Jesse Eisenberg?
They'll keep Jesse
Which
Eisenberg.
I don't hate, but just in general.
And he's open for it, too. He's open to come back. I could see him doing it. Or maybe just like the Legion of Doom.
You know what? Would almost make a really cool concept. Now hear me, this is just my creative juices flowing, because I do this like at least once an episode where my brain just goes, what if he's the main guy, right? And he starts, because he's a smart tech guy, whatever. Imagine he finds a way to give these people an out from their chips, right? And control them and give them, let's say, an opportunity of like freedom to get away and not do good. So the problem is for most of the movie they're doing good because they have to. Then he gives them the option to be like, well, you can just come work for me, do bad things, and I'll give you your freedom afterwards.
Right.
But plot twist, when a couple of them go, he starts like not living to his word and they start dying off. So then they have to like end up fighting him.
I like that. That would be, yeah, that's good.
Luke got the whole movie down already.
Dude, I'm a creative genius. I gotta go back to every episode, watch the whole thing, and write down in notes like what comes off my head, because I won't remember this in 30 seconds. I'll be like, "Yo, you guys hungry?" Like I don't, I'm shot. I'm just my brain is focused on one thing right now, and it's what Frankie's about to say next.
That's right.
It's the only thing I'm focused on.
The moment we've been waiting for. I saved the best for last, and it's the first trailer of The Batman. We've talked about this a lot on the podcast. We talked about how some of us were shaky on it. We weren't sure how it was going to be.
Just him. Just them, not me.
And the first trailer came out, and I'll tell you what, I am amazed. I am so on board.
Ugh.
I literally texted you this last night. I watched the trailer, and it's like, fuck everything that Marvel's done. This is what it's all about.
Dude, well, okay, first off, I'm not going to agree with that statement,
I know
but I understand what you're saying.
And I do retract that back now, because that hype was so real yesterday when that trailer came out.
I texted you, and you're like, shut the fuck up!
Yeah, that's right.
I didn't say it. Shut up! I was like, Frankie! He's like, no! I texted like two of my other buddies, too, who are big movie people, too. They were like, what? I'm like, it's out. Go. And they text me back. They're like, ... That's it. That's the last communication I heard from them. I was like, holy shit. But, well, I want Joe to speak first.
Yeah.
Because we have different viewpoints.
Mm-hmm.
All right. It's funny. I can't even pick out like a specific moment in the trailer. I thought it was okay. I didn't think it was anything crazy.
Just looking at Frankie.
I don't know. I like the idea of Robert Pattinson as Batman. I mean, I didn't originally, or did I? Could we check it back in one?
No, statistically, both of you hated it.
Yes.
No, you didn't hate it at first, but you hated it when they said the when he made the comments about him
not working out.
Yes, and
that
you were
I was
like,
pissed off
you
about.
You were big mad.
No, yeah, I was mad. I was mad about that.
Frankie was so tight. Frankie was like, "This is ridiculous."
From the beginning, I always thought he would play a good Bruce Wayne. I just wasn't sure about Batman. But that trailer also changed my fucking mind about that, for sure.
He's gonna.
You can't remember what you can't specify one.
What
about
you can't sit here.
What about when he beat the shit out of that one dude? That was an amazing.
For the record, I watched a video today that helped me better understand it. Apparently, those are Penguins guys.
Ooh, yeah, that would make sense.
Makes complete sense.
Yeah,
With the
that
face
would.
paint.
Yes,
That
that
was
makes
cool.
sense.
That was cool.
Yeah.
He beat the shit out of that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was.
But that's what we've wanted.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
We've wanted that Batman.
This is gonna be a dark, dark movie. But go ahead, keep on. Tell me, like.
Listen, like, you're really putting me on the spot.
We have to.
Yeah.
This is the main topic of the episode.
I truly feel like it's gonna be a good movie, but that trailer for me was just okay.
Oh my
That's
God.
all I'm saying. I'm not
can't.
saying anymore. I'm good. Like,
So this goes exactly back to my point that I made earlier. If you put a good song with a trailer, it's amazing.
yeah.
You put Nirvana, which is the god of grunge rock and roll, grunge music, in a Batman that we are supposed to get that is super dark and grungy, and you made one of the greatest combinations of all time. I did not need to hear anything past the music when it started. I was like,
Yeah.
I bought my tickets. I was like, I'm in. I don't
Right.
give a shit. I'm in. Because the trailer depends so much on the course of the movie. Imagine they put fucking Walking on Sunshine. Would you be interested?
Oh, I think it was.
I'm
I think it
walking
was even
on
dumber.
sunshine.
Honestly.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
No, but
it's
honestly,
gonna be
no.
good.
Walking on sunshine.
Like, so it doesn't matter. They could have put.
No,
brown
but
noise
see,
over
but that's not accurate, because the reason that this trailer did so much better is because I think, for the most part, fans of Batman like that kind of music, and they're kind of drawn more to it. And I feel like, again, not a huge Batman guy. I like Batman, but I'm not a diehard Batman guy. I think Batman people have wanted this type of Batman forever.
100%.
So great. Now you're getting it with, regardless of how you feel about him possibly as the Batman, one of the greatest actors of our generation. I'll say it now because people don't give him enough credit. He's amazing. Look
Yeah.
at his past couple roles. Everyone doesn't talk about it. Meanwhile, he killed it in The Lighthouse. He's about to murder it in Tenet.
Yep.
He's going to absolutely kill it. Like,
He's in another movie coming out with Tom Holland on Netflix.
Yeah,
Is that the devil all the time.
We'll
or something
see about
like that?
Netflix, because
yeah.
Netflix
they could always be
is
shaky
super
with
hit,
it,
super miss
with their movies.
But
especially.
regardless, I mean, look at what this man's done, dude. This man has killed it the past couple years. Ever since he left Twilight.
Yeah, he's
Even
been doing
Twilight,
great.
regardless of how you feel about Twilight, he was a good actor for those movies.
Yeah.
He did his part.
I loved him in Twilight.
There you go. I actually thought the last Twilight wasn't that bad.
I saw parts of it, the action parts, and I enjoyed it.
I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah,
I was
I
like,
enjoyed
okay,
it.
this isn't terrible.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's not great, but I was like, I'm not going to watch it again.
Right.
But I was like, if it's on TV and there's nothing else on, maybe put it on. But regardless, oh man, I'm just so mad at you. I understand like how you kind of feel, but I just completely disagree because, I mean, Jude, though, we literally start this off with just hearing sounds, and everyone's like, what the what is it?
Yeah.
And you look and it's someone getting literally completely wrapped up. I was like, all right, this is going to be good.
Yeah.
So, now, as not a DC guy, I was immediately confused. I immediately hit up Zach, because Zach Wolf is like my DC comic guy.
I talked to him last night, too, about it.
So I hit him up. I was like, bro, help me out. So he went and immediately said Hush, which is a villain. I completely bought in because he backed it up amazingly. The guy, he could sell me shit and I'd buy it and put it all over my body. He literally was like, it's Hush, because backed it up, said, so do you know who Hush is?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know who it is. Do you know who Hush is? You can correct me if I'm wrong with anything. It's Hush is an old friend of Bruce Wayne's from when they were kids. Both of the families were very wealthy, and his family like fell off, and he apparently like went into and just disappeared or something like that. Or
his family, his father was a famous Gotham surgeon.
yes,
Yeah, and
but then
he learned from the ropes.
So then he learned his dad's surgical stuff, and he wears a wrapped up face mask, like of gauze, kind of like the Invisible Man in movies, right?
Yeah.
So why I was bought in on that was because what Wolf said is basically he's coming back because he knows the truth about Bruce Wayne and everything going on. And the other thing, so my kind of crazy hot take I had with it is that we might almost be seeing Robert Pattinson in, like, let's just say, again, it was super, super hot take. When he's wearing the black mask, face makeup, what if that's not him? And it's Hush. So I went into like a deep dive with Zach, and I was like, what if Hush recreated his face? Because his face is always covered. So what if he took his stuff off and he was Robert Pattinson? He recreated his face to go after him.
Yeah, right.
So then after watching, and Frankie was even like, no, it's not. And then I talked to Zach again, and Zach was like, it's hard to say because the biggest thing that I was confused on is the Riddler doesn't usually do his own stuff, right? Like the dirty work.
The dirty work, he doesn't. Yes. He's the mastermind. Yes. You know what I mean?
But that's why a part of me was like, okay, well, maybe this is Hush, right? Maybe that first character we saw is Hush.
It could be.
And maybe the Riddler is the guy pulling the strings.
No, you're right.
Because at the end of the day, so the biggest thing that even Zach was saying, too, about it, Zach was like, DC needs to step up with not putting the same villains in. They need to diversify what they're doing.
Yes.
Because we've already seen a Catwoman. We've already seen Penguin. These are characters we know, regardless if they were good movies or not. We know them.
Yeah.
So now we need new. We need more. We need these. Okay, no one knows who the fuck is Hush.
Yeah.
No one
does.
I was going online and you would look it up and Riddler was all over it, but I would type in Hush on Twitter. There were some people saying, oh shit, like this kind of low-key looks like Hush. Maybe it is. I think it makes more sense to put both of them in it. Imagine Hush, Catwoman, Penguin, and Riddler.
Yeah.
And Riddler is behind the scenes the entire time.
Yeah. I think the person, and I think they actually did confirm it.
That it is Riddler.
That it is Riddler.
No,
But that take is a very good take.
Yeah,
you did just have... Yesterday, I wasn't sold on it. Now, you just had me sold on it.
And again, it was... The only reason I was sold on it was because I asked Zach.
Yeah.
And I was like, Zach, you got to tell me, give me it. Because I don't have that eye. I'll pick out certain things, but I'm like, he'll pick it out.
Yeah.
So, when I was watching, I was like, the riddles are really... the wording is what's getting me. Which makes me feel like it's him.
Yeah.
But I just think it's like, if you really want to frickin' do it by doing that. Give us another villain the whole time and make us think that this is the guy. And then the last little bit, the Riddler comes out and he's like, surprise, motherfucker, it was me. Like,
listen, I would love to see Hush in a future movie.
Yeah, I mean,
that would have been a great segue to bring him as a main villain in a future movie.
Right?
Like you said, it's a villain that we've never seen before. But speaking of that, we really haven't seen a serious Riddler yet.
No, exactly.
Which is very exciting.
Yes.
We haven't seen really a serious Penguin yet.
No.
Which is very exciting.
Bro. Colin
he doesn't even look like Colin Farrell, bro.
I showed it to my girlfriend and her brother today. And they were like they don't know movies crazy, but I was like, you know who Colin Farrell? They're like, no. I'm like, okay, this guy. They're like, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And then they were like, what? I showed them the side-by-side. They're like, no.
Right.
Doesn't, not fat face, not anything, no makeup, doesn't look even remotely close.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I'm so fucking hyped.
Also, another thing that kind of got revealed for me is that this is in a present time scenario. I thought it was going to be in the past, but it's not. Because when that guy was getting the shit beat out of him, there was one of his henchmen with an iPhone recording it. So I was like, oh, okay. So it's more modern.
It's supposed
time,
to give us an old schooly feel.
Definitely.
But it's not supposed to
Especially
be...
with like the Batmobile too.
Dude, the Batmobile's like...
The Batmobile's pretty sick.
Rugged. It's
dope.
It's dope.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he looks pretty penguin-y there.
Oh, yeah.
He looks like the Penguin, but he doesn't look like himself.
No, he does not.
They don't look identical at all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He doesn't look remotely like that. I was like, what the
They did a great job with that.
Amazing job, dude.
What else did I want to say about it? I mean, I guess I'll just...
go off, King.
They confirmed that it's set on another Earth, the multiverse.
Really? I didn't even know that.
Yeah, it's on another Earth.
Oh, man.
So it's not in this connected DC universe that they're doing.
Well, so it is, but it's on another Earth.
It's on another Earth. So, like, really... This Flashpoint movie could be like, yeah, we could connect them eventually if we want.
Like,
you know?
In a perfect world, the Flashpoint movie could have us with Robert Pattinson, Michael Keaton, and Ben Affleck.
And, dare I say?
No. Were you going to say George Clooney?
No, I was going to say my man right there.
You're going to say George Clooney. Say George Clooney. No.
Hell no.
No, please, dude, listen to me. Keep that separate.
Yeah,
keep that separate. I would love it. It would be so sick. But
I think the Batman is going to be fantastic, and if it is, keep it separate. I don't want
the Batman is going to be better than any Batfleck performance we've ever gotten.
Oh, I
mark my words.
Mark my words. I agree with that. Now that I saw the trailer, I agree with that.
Make a little bet here. I'll eat popcorn off the bottom of a movie theater floor if that's not accurate. Who knows? I might not be in a movie theater for another 5 years. So. I guess we'll see. No, dude, listen. It's going to be so good. I low-key wish he said, I am the Batman instead of I am vengeance. I really wish, and I know that's cliche, but...
See, I think that's too cliche. I love the line, I am vengeance.
No. I think it's amazing, and it plays into the fact of what he said later on in it, where like he's riding this wave of vengeance, and then the end, the final couple words where what did he say? He's like, "What are you doing?
Why am I a part of this?
Why am I a part of this?"
Yeah, right.
Which is again another reason as I can't get into it. I'm super hyped. I really hope. Going back to my Hush thing. I would love to see him, the Riddler, make Hush do all this. And Hush does it all. And then let's just say Batman like knocks him out of commission, does something to him, right? Hush goes into hiding. Then in a future movie, like we're talking about, like Hush doesn't have a big role here, but he's involved.
Yeah, right.
Hush in a future movie then does the concept that I said where he impersonates his face and becomes the main villain and is doing that. That, in my opinion, you get a teaser of it, you sprinkle a little bit of it, then we're like, boom, we're right back on a Riddler.
Seed, let it
exactly.
grow. Yeah.
You want the Riddler, we're going to give you the Riddler, but we're going to intro a villain that you're going to see down the line.
Yep.
Because how are we about to see the Penguin, Catwoman, and the Riddler all in one movie?
Apparently right now, Oswald isn't the Penguin yet.
He's about to become
He's about to become him.
Oh, damn. This is going to be 3 fucking movies.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
This is going to be maybe 5.
Yeah.
If Pattinson kills it in 1, they'll sign for 2 more.
100%.
Locked.
100%. I've also heard that the Joker doesn't exist in this universe.
Stop. I
heard he doesn't exist.
No, that's not fun.
That's what I heard. I heard it. I heard it rumored somewhere online.
No, that's a bad rumor. Bad rumors.
It is a bad
We're
rumor.
not putting that into the universe. No.
We don't
Because
need that negative energy.
oh my god, no. I don't care if you don't want to intro him for a while, but don't do that.
Yeah, no, especially how dark this movie's gonna be. They better have a Joker in there.
Did you know Andy Serkis is apparently
He's Alfred, and you hear his voice in the trailer.
So that was another. I sent this back to Zach as I was going back and forth with like you and with Zach. I was like, "Oh my god, Andy Serkis is Riddler," and I was like, "Wait." Let's think about this. And then I was like, no, he's Hush. And then I was like, back to Riddler. I was like, what if he was a Riddler and he was an old Riddler? Because Andy Serkis, in my opinion, plays an awesome bad guy.
Yeah.
When he was Ulysses Claw.
Yeah.
I love that, and we didn't get enough. We didn't get enough Ulysses
He was great
Claw.
in Black Panther.
He was amazing.
Yeah.
I would have loved for him to be the Riddler, like an old Riddler. Like we got an old one.
I could see it.
You know? And a part of me is almost like, oh, maybe a bad Alfred would be cool.
That would be cool.
You know? A turned Alfred, something down the line.
Interesting.
I don't love it because I think Alfred is the only person that Batman has.
And trust, yeah.
Like, only person.
Yeah.
So, like, it would suck, but, like, we're also on another planet, so who the hell knows?
Yeah, right.
We're on another Earth. Where, shout out to Bruce Wayne, man. This guy's parents died on 3 fucking planets.
Yeah.
Can we talk about that real quick? We're on Earth number 3, and this guy still has a dead parent.
Just the Waynes in general, because if it wasn't Bruce's parents that died, it was Bruce that died, and then his dad is the one that becomes this
which would have been
batshit crazy Batman. You know what I mean?
Damn.
We do see Riddler in the trailer, though. Did you peep that?
The glasses.
He has like one of those things that you have on
with the
right
glasses.
Now. And not glasses.
The monocles.
It was oh yes.
That's the first guy, Hush.
Yeah,
that's why I said it was him.
No. But there's also another part, a close up on his face. He has like the black eyeliner on, like Batman does, longish hair, and he has this covering his.
Really?
That's the Riddler as well.
I gotta look it up.
Yeah. Check that out as well. That is him. This movie is set to release on October 1st, 2021.
It's 2021.
2021. Yeah, late 2021.
It's a full year.
It is a full year.
Damn it.
They didn't finish filming yet. They had to stop filming.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's going back into production early next month. So really, in like a week or so, it's going back into production. For the amount that they filmed, they did film a good amount to give us a trailer. I didn't think we were going to get a full trailer. I was expecting the Suicide Squad trailer to come out before Batman, to be honest with you. But hey, that's what happened.
You know it's Paul Dano as Riddler, right?
Yeah.
I kind of like that.
I do too. I don't know who it is, but I don't know, dude. I'm sold on this whole movie, bro. Like, I am so happy. I'm just literally happy.
You won't even look at me now, Joe?
I'll stay out of it. I didn't say anything about the movie. I was just talking about the trailer. I hope this is the
I literally can't agree with you because this is one of the best trailers I've seen in a while. Music choice, how it's cut, how dark it is the entire time.
Yeah.
I mean, I have to find this now. It's gonna really piss me off. We'll watch it afterwards.
Yeah, I'll point it out to you. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I wanted to say about it. I love the scene where he's kicking ass.
That's cool.
That scene was amazing to me. And I hope we see a lot more of that in the movie.
Oh, man, So, you know what was a cool point? I was watching a bunch of reviews today and stuff, and one of the really cool things that they said is that, I know it's a very small task, but we've never seen Batman with the black eye makeup when his mask's been off.
Yeah, right.
And we saw that for the first time now.
Yeah. I think that's amazing. The fact that we heard his voice in the Batman suit, I'm glad we got some reassurance that it's not going to be some raspy voice. Yeah, right.
Well, I mean, it was a deep voice.
It wasn't like that over exaggerated. Yeah, right. Yeah. So I'm happy they did that too.
I'm still mad at you, Joe. I get it though. I get it. But I can be mad at you. I know you're a hater. What's in there? I'll just keep it for another time. Episode 65, I just pull it out.
Yeah.
After the movie's been released, we're like, hey, buddy. I know the only thing I'll say is, are you a little bit in a better spot? Because I know you hated the bat ears. I know you hated that, but then you saw them on the cut scene.
Yeah.
Remember where he's going up on the explosion, right?
Yeah.
You saw him there. I thought it was sick. I
think his suit looks great now, especially seeing it in action.
Yeah.
I think it looks amazing now. The only small criticism that I think I have right now, and it's just a worry, that there's too many villains in this movie.
Just a small thing, just not a big deal, just a tiny thing. Frank is
It's a small thing, but it could be a big thing.
I don't think so, because I think Catwoman is not going to be a major role. I disagree with that. It's not a major role, but I think her purpose is going to be to work with the Riddler, and it's to get information, because from what I was hearing is that she's going to...
Yeah, keep on talking.
I think her main thing is that she's going to be working for the Riddler to get information about Bruce Wayne and the family, because apparently Thomas Wayne has a bunch of bad things about himself.
Right.
Apparently he's super shady when everyone thought he was super good. Another crazy thing that I read, and I'm super, super in on it because we're about to go into a crazy universe of this stuff. Mm-hmm. So, you know how the scene opens and it's the guy dead?
Yes.
So I read a thing that's either the mayor or the DA.
Okay.
And if it's either one of those people, possibly the DA, who comes in next? Who's the DA from another one?
Harvey. That's right. Yeah.
Yep. So they're saying that the DA could immediately get killed off, and then we could see a Harvey Dent towards the end of the movie or in the next movie.
Definitely could see that as well.
And then imagine that.
I could definitely see that as well.
Listen, I know what you're saying with all the villains, but at the end of the day, look at how the comics always used to be, and look at how the TV shows used to always be. Always a bunch of people, right? Always a lot going on. And the movies, we've never really seen it until Infinity War and Endgame.
Yeah.
We didn't see everyone together. And think about those movies. They did a pretty good job managing everyone. I mean, Groot and frickin' Rocket had amazing roles in the movies.
Yeah.
And they were nobody characters.
Right.
So I understand your worry, but I think if DC's doing it right, I think it's genius, because it's finally going to intro the fact of Batman versus everybody.
Right.
Because look at what The Dark Knight did. Batman was going up against Gotham, which was cool, but he was going up against the crime lords of Gotham when he could have been going up against Riddler, Penguin,
100%.
Not only just Joker and people. Again, that Batman, super real. It's super a real Batman because it made you feel like Morgan Freeman was building the technology. He's using it. He's going up against the crime lords, but he's going up against a realistic Joker that's doing realistic things. Yeah. So, again, they're different movies, but if this movie wants to do it right, I think they could make a Gotham where all of this is actually happening and make it like Arkham like that, dude. Put these villains in there, man. Give us more villains against Batman to really prove what Batman is. You know,
it's a dream come true to have all these villains in one movie. But you have to see a little. Yeah, it's a little scary.
Course,
it is a little scary.
I get it.
I
mean,
look,
look,
overwhelming. And
this is of a fan. I'm a novice fan.
Right.
You're a Batman guy.
Right.
You're die hard. So this is scary for you. I'm gonna have to be there during the pregnancy of it, like, holding your hand. Frankie, we're gonna get through this together.
No, don't get me wrong. I have major reassurance from this trailer, though.
Listen, but I think this trailer, anyone that was like either out on it or on the fence, I think you're either a little bit of a better spot or you're in on it now.
Yeah,
but I don't think there's much reason to hate it. I don't think you're hating it, though. You just said you didn't like the trailer.
Right.
I'm not hating the movie.
But that's what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is for the people that were like, I don't know, Robert Pattinson, whatever. Now I think they're like, okay, this looks good. This looks dark. This looks like he can do it. And then the people that were like, I don't know. Now they saw it, and now I'm like, like that looks pretty freaking good.
Yep.
You know,
Yeah.
It's just me. Super hyped.
Super hyped.
I'm literally more hyped about this than I've been for any movie recently. Besides Tenet. But Tenet's just like, because it's like fucking with my brain. So like that's why it like is pissing me off.
Yeah.
But holy shit, emergency pod, man.
Emergency pod. I'm glad we did this.
Dude, we needed it.
We needed to do this.
People are gonna wake up on Monday and be like, what just happened this weekend? We gotcha.
Yeah.
We gotcha.
Yeah, we definitely needed this. Like I said, we weren't planning on doing a DC Fandome whole review, basically. So
if there was one or two trailers, we wouldn't have. We would have just talked about it down the line.
Exactly, like a part of like News Roundup or something like that.
This podcast was created for movies, and when your favorite character possibly ever is in a new trailer for a movie, we gotta link back up.
Yeah, exactly. Go back to the roots. You know?
Exactly. Dude. Oh my god, that's accurate. But
all right, we're gonna end it off there. We had a lot to talk about a whole bunch of different things. I'm glad you stuck along for the ride.
Thanks.
I want to thank my co-host, as always, Luke Gans. Thanks for being on the pod.
Of course, I'm happy I was here.
Great talking to you. And thanks to Joe Critelli, my cameraman, as well. We might have not had the same views on the Batman trailer, but it was still a pleasure to talk to you as well about it.
I guarantee.
Let's rewatch it.
I guarantee he's gonna rewatch it and be like, I don't hate it this much. I guarantee. I guarantee it.
All right. Anyway, if you like this episode, make sure to like, subscribe, and share. And also follow us on Instagram at Podcast with Frank, where we put up clips of the podcast on there for you guys to watch and enjoy. But that'll do it for us. Till next time for our 42nd episode, where we will be trying out craft beers. I'll see you then. Peace out. Podcast is something I always wanted to do. We've talked about it for so long. And 2 years ago, when we finally started it, the motivation honestly really came from you when you asked me, like, we should definitely start a podcast.
Yeah.
And I was like, hell yeah, let's do it. Like, it started off as a movie podcast. And as far as like taking inspiration, it was from this guy named John Campia, and he does what we're doing now, is taking people's questions and comments and making it onto a full out topic about movies and TV shows and everything like that. Nowadays, and I feel like this is so stereotypical to say for podcasters, cliche to say, but Joe Rogan, because now I just like to do like a freestyle of things where we're not really on like a scripted topic, and it's not all just about it's about basically everything now. Once we finally got together, it ended up just being like a flow from there.